Hello. I am TJ's new DJI Ronin-SC. I am smart and funny. Unlike my brother the DJI Ronin-S, I will not break your arm after 25 minutes of use. Ha ha ha. But am I as good?
What's up, beautiful people? DJ here with another episode of What the F Stop. Today we're going to be talking about the DJI Ronin-SC. First we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing. I'm going to show you everything that's in the box, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the
DJI Ronin-SC Pro. So let's go ahead and tear into it. I wanted to open this so bad yesterday, but I didn't because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. So I bought this, the DJI Ronin-SC, not only because I'm like addicted to camera equipment, but I bought it mainly because I love my DJI Ronin-S. However, a lot of times it's cumbersome to carry, it's big, it's heavy, and I don't necessarily need it for everything that I do. So this right here is a kind of in between. Like a compromise if you will. All right, so let me tell you what's in the box. It's got the storage case, which you're looking at, the gimbal, the extended grip, tripod, the BG18 grip, a phone holder, quick release plate, focus wheel, focus motor, 8-pin port cover, lens support, focus gear strip, gear riser, focus motor, rod mounting, RSS splitter, multi-camera control cable, USB-C cable, multi-camera control cable, a multi-camera control adapter, 2 Allen wrenches, M4 screw times 4, 6 other screws. It doesn't say what kind those are, but there's 6 of them, and there is a 1/4 20-inch camera screw times 3. I am going to get the DJI refresh for this, as I do with all my products. I don't know. May as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some unboxing here. So I don't see where do you take this off at? Oh, there we go. I'll tear the packaging. Ugh. Why's it being such a oh. Right. DJI Ronin-SC. I love these cases because they look like little briefcases, and you can travel with these. You can use these as like a carry-on, or put them in as a carry-on, or you can throw them in your bag, your camera bag, or your carry-on bag, or your check bag when you go out of town. Ooh, yeah, that new. Smells new too. And that is it. So we'll just quickly go through everything. I just listed everything that they have. It gives you an instruction manual for the focus wheel as well as the gimbal, which is pretty cool. This is for the focus motor, and this is the DJI Ronin-SC. So I'm going to put everything together, but I'm just going to show you everything that comes in the package. So this is all of your screws, your adapter, your other screw, your Allen wrench. This is your focus motor. a little bit smaller than the one on the DJI Ronin-SC. Your lens plate, your cell phone holder, the gimbal itself, and let's see how light this thing is. Oh yeah, that's so much lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. I have to charge the gimbal, and we will see what it is. Now I'm not going to go like to the park or anything to do this. Just touches like that. So this is it, just in my hand. It's very small. It's very light. It does remind me a lot of the Weeble Lab. Because it has the locking axes on it, and then the small form factor of it. But we'll see how we like it. This is your tripod grip, and this plastic it's a little different than the one that comes with the DJI Ronin-SC. But even with that on there, this is still relatively light, especially compared to the Ronin. Oh, and it's got the focus wheel already attached. So initially when I bought the DJI Ronin-SC, I did not get the Pro Pack. I got the Pro Pack on this one. But because I didn't, I had to actually purchase the DJI Follow Focus and the focus motor separately. And you end up paying a lot more when you do it that way. If you just go ahead and just spend the money and get the whole thing, you'll have everything. So these are the rails, and this is the charging cable, looks like. And maybe this is the charging cable. This is for the focus motor. And it actually has little, you probably can't see it, but it has little labels kind of telling you what goes where. And this is the USB-C to camera. I don't know what this is. This may be the charging cable. This is the quick release plate, looks like. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get everything off of the table, and we're gonna put this bad boy together.
So the DJI Ronin-SC obviously has a 3-axis stabilized gimbal. It's designed for mirrorless cameras. It has a one-handed operation with a 4.4 pound payload. So the reason that I bought this DJI Ronin-SC was because I had the DJI Ronin-SC. I love it. It works great. I've gotten really good with balancing it. It has a lot of parts. It is super heavy, but it can handle my heavier rig. So like when I'm trying to use, this setup right here. So this is going to be the Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter f-stop 1.4. And if I'm using like, any kind of mirrorless camera. So this is the Sony a6300. Normally I have the Sony a6400 on this if I am shooting with it, but this cannot work on the DJI Ronin-SC. It also can't work on the Zhiyun Weeble Lab, which I also have. But this will work on the DJI Ronin-SC, and it works perfectly. Now, if you are using your a mirrorless camera, you have a smaller lens. So right now I've got it. So I'm filming on it right now. I have the Sony a6400 coupled with the Sigma 16 millimeter f-stop 1.4, and that's perfect for this this type of getup. Now, what I really wanted to get this for was for the tracking capabilities. So I don't have a cameraman. I do these videos by myself. So that's really a really cool functionality, and I think it'll add a lot of dynamic to some of my videos if I'm talking and I'm moving around and the camera is actually moving around with me and following me. Now, this is done with auto tracking on your cell phone. So what DJI did was they included a, if you can see this, they included a cell phone holder. So you will put this on the cold shoe mount on the top of your camera, put your cell phone in here, and then it will use the auto tracking from your camera or from your phone, and it will integrate it into the movement of the DJI Ronin-SC. One of the other cool things is that you can have the force movement. So that's actually, or the force mobile is what they call it. So what you can actually do is use your cell phone to manipulate the actual movement of the camera. So that's really cool, especially if you are trying to set up a shot and you need to be in the shot, or if you need to be at a different perspective and you want to see exactly what you were doing, or you want to get certain motions and different things like that, but didn't want to be actually sitting there hand holding the camera, you can actually use your cell phone to mimic those movements. So it's really cool, especially if you are a one-man crew or one-woman crew. So that's a couple of things that I'm going to use as far as features. Now, I saw a bunch of videos on it, and a lot of people said, you know, that was kind of gimmicky, and you know, maybe it is for some people, and maybe I won't use it, but that is one of the things that attracted me to this gimbal. Now, I do have the Zhiyun Weeble Lab, and I normally use that for my blog type videos. You know, when I have my mirrorless camera and my Sigma lens, I can use this at a arm's reach. So right now I am about, I don't know, maybe 2 foot away from the camera, and it's, you know, this is the perfect distance for like a vlog. You know, my face is not just like, you know, right up in the camera. It's actually, you know, you have a bunch of real estate on the side, and you can hold this. This is directly at arm's length if you were to vlog with this camera lens gimbal combo. So this is almost like the perfect scenario. And I now ride with DJI. I'm just going to say that right now. I enjoy DJI products. I have the drones, I have the gimbals, I have the DJI Osmo Pocket, I have the DJI Osmo Action. I actually have that set up as my top-down view for my unboxing and different things like that. But I really enjoy DJI products because I know they will work, I know they'll last, I know the customer care is there, and I know there's going to be future innovation with those products. So I will invest in that company. So this is going to be a gimbal for people that maybe is just starting out with the gimbal, maybe have a smaller camera. It definitely is not going to work with some of your bigger rigs, you know, your full frame cameras with your big lenses is not going to work for that. And that's not who this gimbal is designed for. This gimbal is designed for people that do vlogging, but really want to have that nice picture or video quality in their vlogs. So they do use some of the larger or some of the better mirrorless cameras, such as the Sony a6400, which we are shooting on right now, and also with a medium-sized lens. Now, what I will tell you is I was having a little bit a difficulty getting this camera lens kind of stabilized. I ended up getting it, but it was a little bit harder to get it stabilized than the DJI Ronin-SC, and that maybe that's because I'm so used to stabilizing on the DJI Ronin-SC. The DJI or the Zhiyun Weeble Lab is super easy. I mean, to levelize it, and it's almost like once you get this this gimbal and you have this build quality, that almost seems like a toy. Even though I'm going to use it, I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to use it, but you know, it's just the build quality is a lot different. One of the big features with this one that I like is that the all the different axes lock, and that's one of the things, one of the reasons why I got the Zhiyun Weeble Lab is because all of the axes lock, and so that really helps you out, especially when you're trying to maneuver. You know, you're out, you know, you're doing like some run and gun shooting, and you're trying to get your gimbal to actually be in the right orientation. You're trying to get it balanced. It makes it a lot easier, especially, you know, you can set it down on the table and you can get it balanced real quick. Now, I've gotten actually really good where I can do it like on the fly, and it doesn't take me that long to do it. But if you are a new user to a gimbal, or if you are new to filming and different things like that, it's going to take you a little bit of getting used to, because it is a bit different than some of the other gimbals. Now, one thing that I did like is that they included there's like a little knob that you can put to set your actual point that you normally set your camera at. Now, the only problem with this is that if you use your camera without the cell phone holder on the top, of course it's going to throw your balance off. So say for instance, you know, like right now I'm shooting and I don't have my cell phone attached to the top of it, and I do have the gimbal on, it is working, and I just turn it on to selfie mode. It's perfectly balanced now. But if I take my cell phone and put it on top of there to do, you know, the motion tracking or something like that, it's going to throw it off of the balance. So you know, it's just one of those things where maybe you would set that to whatever your normal setting is, so that way you can go all automatically to it. Or maybe because you use that normal setting all the time, that will be where you set it at if you have something such as your cell phone on top of it. Now, some people will probably have their cell phone on it all the time, and they'll use this gimbal strictly for those shots where you want to get that motion, you want to get that auto, that face tracking and different things like that. And you know, you may put your camera holder on top of there, or your phone holder on top of there all the time, and so it's always going to be balanced with that device on top of your camera, and that's just, you know, that's just a preference. So I am going to make some more videos about the DJI Ronin-SC. I probably do like a head-to-head of DJI Ronin-SC, the DJI Ronin-S, also the DJI Ronin-SC with the DJI or the Zhiyun Weeble Lab. So if you want to see those types of videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, give me a thumbs up on this video if you like these types of videos. I will see you guys on the next one.